chapters out. So the title is Chapter 1123, The Void Fortnite. Not Fortnite. And it's still on Yamato. On the cover. Okay. Enemies forced to share Odin. So she's eating. Still one of the scabbards. Alright. The Odin note. The Mister's Green Apple concert was fun. The aura of those three really amped me up. Alright. Nice little concert went on, and he had the chapter out right after that. Okay, so this is starting off with where the chapter was seemingly wrapping up at on the last one, the aftermath of hockey. Egghead Island response. Egghead is looking like it's going to continue to burn from the Buster Claw. Alright. What's your status? Marines knocked out. Wake up, you guys. The Straw Hats are escaping. One of the Seraphim. So, all the Marines are foaming and knocked out. Wow, all of them are down. Seriously, that's amazing. That was greater than Red Hairs, but it didn't seem hostile, did it? Red Hairs as in Shanks. So, the Giants felt this hockey from the giant robot, and they compared it to a Yonko, said it's greater. In this translation, thanks for everything, Iron Giant. They still standing. She. With a big panel here. Alrighty, let's go while they're sleeping. We're getting out of here. Blah, 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 blah. You heard the captains. Let's go, you bastards. We are off to Elbath. Yeah. Alright. So they're sailing away. There's no one attacking them. There's Bonnie, Zoro, other Straw Hat members. The Giants seeing other members. Here's Sanji. Vegapunk, what you said earlier isn't sitting right with me. Okay, so you're looking at Stella laying down with this awesome sort of gotcha moment for you. Hey now. Okay. It's not showing his eyes, it's just showing his face. Couldn't follow everything you were saying, but it was pretty outrageous, wasn't it? And then it cuts away, so Vegapunk wasn't talking, and Sanji was talking to him. Just Sanji heard it. Enough to even bring it up. No Lilith, no Atlas yet. Egghead 2 weeks prior. So it's cutting away to another part with the Vegapunks. Here's Shaka coming up as well. There are some anomalous readings coming from the power station. You can say that again. Monitor for any fluctuations in particle density and neutron flux. The energy used by the Seraphim is meant to gradually increase over time. This could be a grave error if we miscalculate it. It's Pythagoras as well. This is when they were going over things, when they were all still active. Wait, aren't these numbers different from our earlier confirmed readings? Yes, and the rate reaction is increasing too, but the power station seems stable. This data seems to indicate that someone has tempered with the mother flame to steal its energy. Okay. Shaka saying this too. Every single data point related to the power station has been carefully modified. To pull this off, the corporate has to be. So this is how it was. A Vegapunk. When this happened, okay. Was it Lilith? Lilith was one. Shaka talked about it. Stella was the one that brought up Lilith. I'm afraid the three of us are the only ones with ironclad Albus. Okay? So still focusing on this stuff. An insane amount of energy was stolen. Those punk records. So we have to observe the other four to determine who is responsible, especially Lilith. So she's been blamed twice already. This is the second time in 2 panels. We have to put our brains into offline stealth mode too. That's right, if our memories of this get uploaded to Punk Records, then literally it's not there. I mean, the culprit will know we're onto them. One week before the present attention, I've identified the culprit. It's Pythagoras. It's York. What? Pythagoras was the one to find out. And Pythagoras was also taken out by one of the Seraphim way back in earlier chapters because of York. Wow. Pythagoras was the one to bring it up. Is York sleeping? The memories she's been synchronizing with Punk Records are phony. I've also confirmed this Pythagoras still going on, that the surveillance snails at the scene of the crime were tampered with too. Why would she do such a thing? And my bad, Lilith. So they didn't go to Lilith yet. They didn't go to York yet. They just were talking about it. These 3 Vegapunks. Not Edison. Only Shaka, Pythagoras, and Stella. Okay. Here's Shaka again. Still focusing on this stuff. I've also found evidence that suggests someone deployed the weaponized sea beast without authorization. The Jimmy white transponder snail was also found in our investigation. I know we can reconstruct the call data directly from our long-distance transponder snail. Still going on. Here's a message here. Buzz. Dr. Vegapunk is researching the voice century Buzz. So they are hearing one of the calls on the transponder snail made. She rang Mary Joy. No wonder Cypher Pole keeps coming here to snoop around. Shaka, Pythagoras, and Stella all heard this. So this is why they were able to come together and do the message that was going on for all the chapters that had started. Okay, it's cutting back away to another part. 6 days before the present, the kingdom of Lucia has been erased. The details are still a bit foggy, but I have a bad feeling about this. Here's Stella again. Pythagoras, observe any changes to the sea levels and monitor all wireless transmissions. Yes, sir. Here's Shaka. Stella looked like he really bothered by this too. Do you think this has something to do with the death of the mother flame? I'm sure of it, that portion of the flame must have been delivered to the government by one of the weaponized CBs. Okay, so not the Vega Force 1, not anyone else, just the authorization of the CBs was the reason why they were able to make it that far. Stella, again, he said, now, this has gotten so bad on him. Okay, still going on too. If you will permit me to indulge in pure conjecture, I scrolled down a bit, that's why I said that though. It seems plausible that the world government possesses one of the ancient weapons. This is Stella saying this. They must have needed the mother flame energy that York stole to fuel it. We'll see if the evidence supports my conclusion. Okay? Even if this deduction is sound, it's hard to speak it out loud. Not out loud. It's my fault after all. Only a fool lets their greed run amok, and I went and personified mine. Okay, Shaka and Pythagoras doesn't have anything to say. They got the dots going on, 3 dots. Is there any benefit to apprehend York now that we know? Here's Stella with Pythagoras. No, it's too late for that. York's motives are irrelevant now. They will still come to erase anyone who knows of the voice entry. Okay, York already demonstrated her worth to them by rashly handing over the mother flame. The best we can do is use the opportunity. The best we can do is use that trust as an opportunity to determine their intent for the flame and try to mitigate the damage. Okay, Stella, we have a chance to escape if we flee now. So earlier, way earlier in this arc, Stella wanted to leave the island, and this could all be why he wanted to leave, because of Pythagoras, Shaka, and the stuff that they found with Stella was saying they should go before it gets bad, and Shaka brings it up, and here's Stella, prepare a boat for the other residents. And then it's the Quasar. They still have a shot of escaping Egghead, which this didn't happen. After a while, it got bad, but it'd be impossible for us. The Navy will have issued secret orders to every branch and base by now, because there was a point where some residents tried to escape and the ship got attacked. They'll chase us to the end of the world, and our inevitable deaths will be meaningless. At least here on Egghead, we have something O'Hara didn't 22 years ago. We have the means and equipment to amplify our voices as far and wide as possible. We're still going on with Stella. What exactly is the world government? The closer I get, the more shrouded it becomes. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly. I apologize for wrapping you two into all of this. Don't be silly. We are Vegapunks just like you. We are all thinking the same thing. So Shaka and Pythagoras was on Stella's side with this. The only two on his side. Throughout this whole conversation, they've been the only ones talking to Stella. Just one issue, Stella. What exactly constitutes death for someone like us? The point. Okay, so it's showing the big Vegapunk head that was hidden. There is one other thing we must safeguard. We must safeguard. So this is an important thing right here. It's still showing the Egghead Island. Our cloud loft technology manufactured artificial island clouds, it may be pivotal in saving humanity in the near future. So this is why the labostratum area had clouds around it as well. Okay, here's York, huh? Stella, what are you doing here? So York sees the Iron Giant. She waves. Oh, is that you, York? You know, same old, same old. So York was able to come around Stella while he was by the Iron Giant. So she actually knows that he was by this as well. If our experiments to optimize the mother flame allow this thing to move again, it'd be a big breakthrough in creating our ideal energy source. York's laughing, well, she's smiling. That's right. It'd be amazing if we achieve that soon. Right. So him and York agreed right here. And then it's another message coming up. I can only pray it never gets perfected. 2 days before the present. Here's Shaka, Pythagoras, and Stella, the transponder scale. So this chapter really hasn't had much going on outside of like why York did what she did and how they found out. Okay. Go ahead and speak now. The recording has begun. So this is when the message started. And then like when Stella got attacked, this is where it started off at, because it's the same background. Mic check, testing, 1, 2, 3. Attention world, hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. Okay. It's still focusing on it as well. Shaka and Pythagoras are the ones around Stella when this is happening. What we said will come as a big shock, right? Maybe, but everyone has a right to know the truth. No one will ever expect the transponder snail to be hidden here. My death will trigger the message to be sent out worldwide. Okay, so they are by the Iron Giant when this is going on. Okay, and it look like it's still very sunny out. And then there's 3 Vegapunks laying down. They are hooked up to something. Shaka and Pythagoras are the 2 still in the room here. We need to ensure that no one finds out till it's too late, and abnormally in our behavior could be a tip-off that spoils our plans. Erasing our own memories is the safest bet. That said, there would be consequences. We'll lose all memories related to this matter. The fact that York stole the Mother Flame, the fact that our lives are currently at stake. We have to suffer through all those bombshells all over again. Indeed, the fear we feel for our lives will be brand new to us. But we have to put our countermeasures in place, even if things go sideways. And then there's an indeed from Shaka and a hee-hee from Pythagoras. It'll still be our victory. And then there's the background. It's changing. They're not lying down anymore. The Memory Mass Research Lab. What are we doing here? This is my handwriting. Vegapunk looks at some paper. Good morning, everybody. You'll find that you 3 have been missing fortnight's worth of memories that were wiped of your own volition. So Stella doesn't even have an idea of what this was and how it happened. He gets up, reads this paper. A number of things will probably come as a surprise because of this, which is ironically pretty amusing. Huh? I will tell you one thing though. Oh yeah, okay. So Shaka, Stella, and Pythagoras all are surprised by this very badly. Even Shaka looked like he had eyes popping out, even though he had on this special helmet. The world government has found out about our research into the void century. Huh? They found out? I have already taken the best precautions possible. You will just have to put your faith in me and die. Oh, and one last thing. Cutting back to Egghead now. Showing the ships and the Buster Call stuff. Stella, Emperor, Straw Hat's crew, and Bonnie have just made landfall. What? Cypher Poe is approaching 2. Okay, Stella's shocked about all of this. What? They keep saying what after each thing. There's another one coming up. There's also a naval armada coming to blockade the island. Admiral Kizaru and Elder St. Saturn seem to be with them. There's the Marine ships, and this is why this was going down. Okay. Here's Frankie, Atlas, Sanji, all inside of another Vegapunk creation. After we rescued Bonnie from down there. Well, this is why Sanji was showed earlier in the chapter talking to Stella. Okay. I think it'd be best if I stayed put. Huh? You would die, says Sanji. You don't need to escape. You don't need to help me escape anymore. I've thought about it. Just let me die here. What? Do you have a death wish? And then it's cutting away again. It looked like this whole little backstory, flashback, whatever it is that's going on is about to stop because it's going back to a ship. Far from it. But I've come to believe that my death will set something important into motion. This is going to be a big mess. We can't just sit there and watch you die. We've got to do something. One more thing. It's about the One Piece. Whoa, what about it? Okay? I want you guys, here's to reuniting with old friends. Cheers to be the ones who find it. I want you guys to be the ones who find it. This is Vegapunk. Stella sent this to Sanji. And Frankie was there as well. So Frankie knows about this. Hold on, do this later, wait for me. So Gear 5 has worn off on Luffy. Whoa, woo, we're off to the land of my dreams, Elbaf. Okay, this Usopp being carried by one of the giants. And that's the chapter looks like too. Ga ba ba, ga ga ga, thinking 2 moves ahead. And that's it. Okay, so they're sailing away. They're not being attacked. They made it away. No Robin, no Jinbei this chapter, and other members as well have been only shown a bit. Wow, so York was found out by 3 of the Vegapunks. Lilith got blamed for it, and Edison didn't have no part in all of this, besides helping them escape. Like, and Atlas was around to also help them escape. The pretty important chapter as far as like finding out why things happen, and it's been talked about. The next place that they're going to be sailing to is Elbaf. As long as they don't run into any more reasons why they shouldn't make it, like being attacked, because Saturn and the giant robot were standing off against each other in the last chapter. It's just that didn't get really shown what will happen afterwards. So yeah, that's it. Pretty good for the crew. Very bad for the Marines and the world government that tried to stop them. No, they couldn't do it. So yeah, Saturn wanted to be a part of why they got away, and it's looking like that's the case as well.